Without an official budget from the state of Illinois, District 204 took another look at their financial forecast. Naperville News 17's Rachel Pearson has more on Springfield's effect on 204.
With no state budget, Springfield has suggested that District 204 may not receive their last two categorical payments, as well as the remainder of their general state aid, a total of $16.7 million. This makes budgeting for the next year nearly impossible.
If the state doesn't pass a state budget, they don't have money. So we don't have money until they pass a state budget.
Another concern is decreased student enrollment and increased property value. That means an increase in local wealth per student, which in the eyes of the state equals less general state aid. The current funding formula leaves 204 stuck, since a low consumer price index only lets them increase taxes by 0.7%, regardless of an increase in property value. It's a scenario the district thinks demands attention.
As far as I'm concerned, as the schools go, so goes the area that people live in. And the more the schools are impacted, the more people are impacted, their home values and everything else.
District 204 could lose roughly $13 million in state aid over the next 5 years. But new developments and new students could reduce the losses.
As we see all this new construction, I'm eager to see how many kids this brings, because that could reverse that trend. There's a 3-year average of the general state aid, so it doesn't turn around immediately. It takes some time.
With state and federal funding uncertain, it's possible the district would employ a $24 million tax anticipation warrant for fiscal year 17 to cover lost funds.
We're not a real rich district, but we're not one of the really poor districts. We're right on the fence between going from a foundation district to an alternative level district. And depending upon what they do, we could fall on one side of the fence or the other, and we would just have to be ready to respond to that.
With financing so unclear, administrators are looking to potentially reallocate funds. Some propositions include curriculum and assessment, transportation, and operations and maintenance, seeing a decrease carried forward for the next 3 years, while technology, special education, and food service would see an increase in funding moving forward. All that's left is for the district to wait and see what Springfield decides and adjust accordingly. Reporting for Naperville News 17, I'm Rachel Pearson.